Let me now go to the 18 months in, and it's interesting that you used that time frame. Let's assume that there is a vaccine, and it's coming online just about then. Is it plausible in your mind, or what's the likelihood that by that point we're actually in a global depression?
I mean, the funny thing is that this shock has in fact induced a conversation amongst economists about how we define a recession and a depression. Because we know what a recession is. It's 2 back-to-back quarters of negative growth. It's all very clear. You just count them off. It's arithmetic. I don't think we actually have a clear definition of what a depression is, because there's only really been one in the modern era in the United States anyway, and that's the depression of the 1930s. Europe, you could argue, experienced one with the Eurozone shock, and the Italian economy, I think, by any stretch of the imagination, should be described as depressed.
Greece, certainly.
Greece, yeah. So, I think we could well imagine a situation with unemployment still very high, with consumption down. You'd expect consumption in due course to rebound, because that's largely driven by, our day-to-day needs. The thing to really worry about, I guess, would be investment, which, is fundamentally driven in the end by, the calculation of profit up against some scenario of how you think the future world's going to be, in which whatever you invest in is going to generate profit.
So, you would imagine unemployment in that scenario could still be 15% plus in the United States in 18 months' time?
I think I'm not going to wager, I'm not, with many people, I'm not even going to wager a strong unemployment estimate for this summer.
Yeah.
Who knows? The American economy, after all, does have considerable rebound capacity. But, to come down from the numbers that we're headed towards this summer, it wouldn't be implausible that you would be in the teens 18 months out from now. No, on the contrary, in fact, given how high we're likely to go, a number around 20% is altogether possible at this point. We may need to start taking lessons from the experience of the Southern Europeans in, Europe, who've been living with, double-digit youth unemployment in the 20s and 30s% for a decade. I don't think that's a likely scenario for the US, apart from anything else, because the welfare system here is so minimal that that's really a barely tolerable state of existence for people who are in that condition. But no, the unemployment, we're going to be, I think, facing a prolonged unemployment problem.